This comment I put down about a year ago shows me that even though we're all going through a lot in this world, there are still people that you've never met who will encourage you to never give up. The title of this story is called Let Me Explain. I saw a music video by a rapper named Rod Wave. The song was called Cuban Links featuring Kevin Gates. The lyrics to this song really spoke to me. The words might be different to others, but the meaning to me told a story. In my opinion, it meant that he never gave up on what he wanted or what he believed in. He was willing to die in order to make things for him, his mother, and his entire family better. So I commented on the video. Since then, I put that comment down about, like I said, a year ago, and the responses have been nothing but positive. To this very day, it's been over 1.2k messages, or 1.2k likes actually, and at least over 100 or more messages that I've been getting directly, and I'm still getting them to this very day. People just telling me good job, and they're giving me their testimonies, and they're telling me that they're praying for me, and just so on and so forth. But let me explain a small backstory of why I put this down. Okay, for the people who don't know, if you're new to my channel, then let me give you a brief backstory about myself. I was born in Detroit, Michigan, and I had a fantastic life. Growing up, being a normal kid, going outside, having a good time, the whole ands, about it. I had no regrets about my lifestyle when I was a kid. Graduating high school, was a big challenge for me. It was rough for me. After I graduated high school, I went straight to college, and I tried to, be a football player and everything, but some things didn't work out the way I wanted to. I tried out for a football team, and come to find out I had tumors in my leg or in my knee, and I couldn't play. So I had to give it up. About a year later, I moved from Detroit, Michigan to Atlanta because, me and my mom couldn't afford our house anymore, and I was trying to find a job, but I couldn't. So after moving from Detroit to Atlanta, I got depressed, and, I missed family. My grandma had passed away back in 2007, right after I graduated high school, and things were just working the way I wanted to. I was trying to find a job. I was only working at temporary agencies, and I wasn't taking care of myself. I was getting up early in the morning eating like PB&Js, or I would go to a nearby store. This is before Postmates and Uber Eats and all of those existed, and I would go get burgers and fries at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I was just scarfing down. And mentally, my body was still hungry, but I know I really wasn't. But my mind was telling me to eat. So within a year or two of being in Georgia, I went from a nice buff 240 up to 387 pounds. So by 2014, things got worse because I tried to commit suicide on numerous occasions, and I didn't know what was next. I had friends. My best friend, helped me save my life. He helped me, get back to the right state of mind. But not only on top of not just that, I had a dream that I'll never forget. I was in a room, an empty white room, and I got a chance to talk to someone who I never thought I'd speak to again. It was this person sitting in a chair, but they had no face. And the only thing I can do was I can hear voices, but they were coming from different directions. That voice that I heard was my grandmother's voice. And she was just telling me that she was proud of me, and she was, blessed, that she had someone like me in her life, and she was proud of the fact that who I become as a man. I'm going through a struggle, but she told me that I would overcome it. And I believed every word that she said. She was proud of me that I was taking care of my mother, and she told me to never change. Get yourself together, because things is going to get back to normal for you. I promise you. Ever since then, I stuck by what she told me. So around 2016-ish, Well, let me go back. 2015, I was working at the pharmacy. I was a pharmacy technician, and I decided to quit because I was tired of seeing people, in the pharmacy, who was coming back for the same medications that they were abusing. I didn't like that, and I was accused of something that that I didn't do. So I got tired of it and I quit. So I was working as a wheelchair supervisor for about 6 months at the airport, and all of a sudden, God came at the right time because I wanted to quit this job so bad because I was very depressed. So around 2016, a friend of mine, actually he's a mentor. He's my mentor, he's like a father figure to me. He gave me advice and recommended me sign up for, another job. And I did it. This is like an airline job, not just a subsidiary, but an actual airline. So I signed up for it and I got it. And within the first year, I was grinding, working almost 20 hours a week. I was part-time, but I was hustling, working, throwing bags on airplanes, grinding, trying to make ends meet so I wouldn't have to, my mama had to worry about her medication. I can pay bills and everything else, adulting. But I was also trying to lose the weight. So, and this is in the dreaded summer, it could be 98 degrees, but when you work outside at the airport, it's about 110 when you got airplanes around you blowing hot air. So I did that for about a year or more. About 2017, I decided to change my appearance because I was tired of the way I was looking. I looked depressed. I looked, just not like myself. I had just about a bald head because I didn't care about a hairstyle. The only thing I had was like a ZZ Top looking, beard. It wasn't a full beard. It was like that little long ZZ Top, one strand of hair. And I had somewhat of a mustache. But I said, no, it's time for me to change my appearance. So I looked at magazines of guys, especially black men with hairstyles. And I found a hairstyle that was perfect for me. At the time when I saw it, it was just a short fro hawk. But I let mine grow out. So around 2018, I finally got my first haircut since growing my hair out. And after I looked at myself in the mirror, I think I went on my knees and I cried because it was tears of joy. Because number one, I didn't look like myself. But most importantly, I loved the way I look. It was something different for me, and I kept it. To this very day, I still have that hair, actually the whole hairstyle, and I grew my beard out. So, make the long story short, because I don't want to make this video real long, I changed my entire life within a span of 5 years. Not just because of, that job that I have, but also because I got in touch with people around the YouTube community who encouraged me to keep moving. But the most important two things, my mother is still alive to this very day. She beat cancer. That's why I'm still here and I'm not, I didn't commit suicide. And the most important thing, on top of that, that dream that I had when I got a chance to talk to my grandmother, it was in my sleep, but I got a chance to talk to my grandma, and that's something that I'll never forget as long as I live. My message to this whole story, if you ever hear that song, really, really listen to the lyrics so you can understand what it meant. Even if it's wrong, even if the person comes out and say what he said was wrong, if it means something to you, then stick with it because it meant a lot to me. And the most important thing I can tell you is just never give up on what you want to do in life. If you want to do something, work at it. Look at me. I'm a prime example of somebody who wanted to die just under a decade ago, to the point where now I'm traveling all over the world. I'm meeting people that I've never met before. I've worked in numerous locations that I never thought I could do. My mom is still alive and healthy. things aren't going the way I want to, but I'm in the right direction for them to get there. I'll be there eventually. But just never give up on what you want to do in life, because you'll get there eventually. As long as you have prayer, good people in your corner, that's all you need. Anybody who's not in your corner, get them out of your corner, because they'll become toxic eventually. But I think I've said enough. Thank you to everybody who listened to me, who listened to this short little story of mine. Again, I got a lot coming when it comes to future videos. I got a sneaker thing coming up. Just keep it locked. But until then, this is your boy Too Sick. I'm out. Y'all stay good. Peace.